One of the subjects that often comes up and I think is incredibly misunderstood is courage. Now, all of you out there think courage is a certain thing. You think it's when you show up in a really tough and tight situation and you show up as the person that needs to answer that particular question. So my question to you, is that what courage is?
No.
So enlighten us.
He wants me to enlighten you. What can I tell you? Courage is a willingness to be uncomfortable. Courage, as you describe, is concept. This is what courage looks like to me. I'm the one out in front saving the troops, or I am the parent stepping in to protect the child, or vice versa. But real courage is the willingness to move into that uncomfortable place, out of which arises all possibilities. And what I mean by that is, in the context that we're speaking around leadership, if we just go through life in our happy reactive way, it could be, things could be just fine, but not as potentially fine as they could be if you're willing to confront, accept, look at those aspects of yourself that are quietly getting in your way.
Well, I think that's really true. The ego, for instance, the definition of who you are, likes the comfort of having everything known. And so if there really is going to be any movement out of that place that you occupy the whole picture, there has to be a bridge and a standing in the unknown, which is incredibly uncomfortable. And in today's leadership world, we have examples of all sorts of ego-driven ideas. One is that the leader is an incredible leader in ego. The other one is the servant idea. But in either one of those ideas, it's the point that you want to know everything so you know how you can act in a particular situation. Servant or leader, it doesn't really matter. But what's really interesting is that there's another place to approach this from, and that is in the grand scheme that includes everyone, right? The being willing to stand in the unknown until the moment of response arises. Because when that moment arises, the leadership that that particular individual is going to exercise will be called out. It'll be called out by virtue of simply what arises to be responded to.